Today I got this. What's up guys, Irvine Garage here, and we are back with another episode of Wheelin and Dealin. So, this is my $350 BMW motorcycle, or unicycle. Since the last video, I've done lots of the bike. We've gone through, we did the timing case, we changed the oil on the bike, did the fluids, got the forks in, got the trailing arm on, got the new exhaust on, and it is finally ready for the moment of truth to see if it's actually going to drive. Today I got this, and we're going to see if we can actually attach it to the forks and make sure everything actually works. And I'm going to see whether or not I can drive this bike for 5 minutes before it shatters into a million pieces and I break every single bone in my body, or if we can hopefully continue the series of Wheelin and Dealin, flip this bike for profit, and try and get something else. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, so we are back several days later. As you can see, the wheel, the struts, everything's already connected. So basically, when I filmed the initial intro, we were actually assembling the bike, putting everything together. We got the shocks on, the struts, everything, installed the wheel, make sure everything was running right, fill it up with air, did everything necessary, and then just ended up losing lights. The next day, came over, tried to start the bike, and it would not turn over. We had no idea exactly what it was. I can demonstrate the exact same problem right now. Looks like a regular bike, looks fine. Obviously, the bike's already warmed up right now, so it should start it up. When I was clicking the starter, nothing was happening. Now, it's actually a weird thing with BMWs. My grandpa actually printed off the schematics to try and figure this out. And as you can see, so if we go to, basically this is just a diagram of all the electronical systems in the bike. So if we look right here, you see kill switch, switch, and start, right? And that's side stand. So for some reason, the way BMW designed this bike is that this right here is electronic. So when I try to start the bike, when the kickstand's down, the bike absolutely will not start. Now, if I show you something, if I go ahead, let me set the camera up here. That should be about right. So if I take it off the side stand, god damn, it's a heavy bike. Take it off the side stand, put down the work stand, which is what the bike was always starting with. Put it up. It's designed so you can do it with one person. But so if I put it on the actual side stand, and now if I actually try to start the bike, same thing I did before. Bike starts right up. So now we are finally ready to test and take this bike out and see if it actually runs and drives. Then I might go ahead and maybe I'll button her up, see what the finished bike would look, and then I'm going to go for a deep cleaning. Next couple videos are going to be whether or not I decide to sell it. Depends how much I actually like the bike, if I like how it rides and everything. So obviously I'll be doing a video on all the cost analysis once this thing's done. We are waiting. We have no front brakes, which is fine. I mean, most people that ride end up going with the rear brake, which I've already tested and that works and everything, but we'll have no front brakes. We have to remember that. I guess that's only bad if you're on hills trying to start or something like that. But let's go ahead and take this thing out on the road. Okay, so leather jacket check, helmet check. Turn her on. Okay, to be honest, let's take her off the work stand. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to hear me, but if moto vloggers do it, I can do it, right? Oh god, I'm already boiling in this jacket. So no front brakes. Bike seems like it's running good. Let's go and put her into gear. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we can do. shifts are a little rough. Let's see if we can get through all the gears. That's got to be third. Speedometer's working. ABS light's still flashing. This thing's cool. It rides nice. It's a heavy bike, but once you're going, you don't really feel it. All right. Let's see if I can give her a little gas without pissing too many people off. She's definitely got some pickup. I mean, it's kind of like the Hellcat, where, you know, your CCs or your power, horsepower, right, is kind of taken apart from, because of how big it is, like how much weight is on it. Things are cool as hell. Wow. This is the best $350 I've ever spent. It handles really good, actually. She's got to like get up and go. Like if I just, wow, feels good. The bike's solid. Wow. I mean, I'd say the only problem I have with keeping this bike is the same reason I got it, and it's a BMW. So I don't know how reliable it is. I mean, cops use these as their dailies. I mean, that's why there are so many parts for them. So they used to use these and the 1150s and 1200s. I think they're on the 1200s now, because that's like the new model. This is the old school. This is a 97. I think they stopped making these in 2006. And they went to the 1150 and then the 1200. But not a bad little bike. Wow. That's still in gear. Yes. There we go. Wow. So let me put on the kill switch. Like, why would they design it like that? So first ride went actually kind of good. Bike handled really well. I filled up the tires and everything, so I was riding really smooth. I really didn't have trouble shifting gears or anything. Maybe in a little bit, it was a little choppy, but after the bike actually warmed up all the way, it seemed like it was doing pretty well on the road. I don't see, I do see an oil drip. I think that is from the oil filter under it, so I'm gonna have to check that. I mean, I expect a 90s bike to leak a little bit, you know, like if anyone knows like Harley Davidsons or some bikes are just really common. Like, I mean, they're gonna have to sit there with an oil pan under them, but bike handled really well. So I'm gonna see if I can make it look less of a junk bike. I have the fairings and everything, so I'm gonna see exactly how busted they are and try and install them on there. Yeah, so the fairings are pretty rough. I'm gonna see what I can do real quick, see if I can clean them up and put them on the bike so it looks like a little bit more of a BMW, and I will see you guys in a sec. Wow, so that took a lot longer than I expected, but the fairings actually look pretty good. They're actually kind of fitted. I do have the trim panels that go on there on both sides. I just didn't have the clips, and the tabs broken on each side because there's tabs secured into place. But the bike actually looks kind of decent. The only parts that aren't really fitting right, obviously here because of this being broken, so bad in the front, these will not line up. They should come to right about there, but those won't line up. Other than that, I mean, with actually having a wheel, and I think it looks a lot better the way I have it right now. It does have saddlebags that are supposed to go on the rear, or in the rear, and then on the front it has this kind of like lip thing that I don't know if it would look that bad. Maybe up in person it just looks weird on photos, and I don't really like the look of that. So I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Everything else, I mean, the body lines are awful, and the gaps, let's see if you can see the gaps. The gaps are bad, but I didn't expect anything to be seamless. This ended up actually pretty well done, but everything on the bike looks a lot better. I'm happy that it runs and drives and everything. So next I'm obviously going to get the bike tagged and titled and all that. I'm waiting to do it because I want to do it at the same time as this, and I'm waiting to get that title in the mail. I have the title for this and everything, and you're really supposed to do it within the first, I think, 30 days of getting it, but I don't know if it's been 30 days. It's probably been about 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, so pretty close. But I'm gonna wait until I get the title for this thing so I can go to the DMV just in one go and title them both to me, because it's gonna be a nightmare to do it anywhere else. So as for an update on this, I'm gonna be doing a full video because, well, I did wash and buff it. It's got its scratches, it's showing all its imperfections of the paint. The rear window is fixed. This is really simple, just a window regulator. So we just went to the trim on the inside, ripped out the motor. Motor was still good, and then just replaced it. It's basically a pulley with some wire, and that works the window up and down. Have not fixed this yet, but I'm thinking in the next video we're going to be taking care of the rims, so hosing them down, washing them, prepping them for plasti dip and everything, so that way we can cover up some of the rust, because most of it is surface rust. Some of it ate a little bit, but it's not that bad. As for the car, obviously the cracked windshield and everything, so be on the lookout for that in the next update video. That's it for the bike for now. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it besides installing the front brakes, just so it actually has front brakes, and then listing for sale. But I'm going to be doing more videos, especially as far as how much the bike costs, breaking down all the parts and everything, the time, kind of factoring everything in, seeing what it totals out to, as well as the sale price. So if I do sell the bike, I'll have to do a video like that, and be on the lookout for the next update video about the BMW. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and drop a comment down below what you want to see next. I'm going to be bringing a lot more projects as soon as I find cars to buy, and as soon as I get these actual ones moving. So be updating you guys on the next video, probably on some stuff that we're going to be working on the BMW, and then getting that thing behind me sold. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. See you guys later.